In a deep, green forest where sunlight streamed through the tall trees and birds sang sweet melodies, there lived a little bear named Benny. Benny was a curious little bear, always eager to explore the world around him. His soft brown fur glistened in the sunlight, and his bright eyes sparkled with excitement whenever he discovered something new. One day, as Benny was playing near the river, he noticed a beautiful butterfly fluttering past him. Its wings shimmered in the sunlight, displaying vibrant colors that Benny had never seen before. Without thinking, Benny began to follow the butterfly, entranced by its delicate beauty. The butterfly flitted from flower to flower, and Benny followed, deeper and deeper into the forest. As Benny chased the butterfly, he didn't realize how far he had wandered from his home. The trees grew taller and denser, and soon Benny found himself in a part of the forest he had never seen before. The butterfly eventually flew away, disappearing into the treetops, and Benny suddenly realized he was all alone. The forest was no longer familiar, and Benny's excitement turned into fear. He was lost. Benny sat down on a large rock, his little heart pounding in his chest. The forest, which had seemed so friendly and inviting, now felt big and scary. He missed his cozy den and his mom's warm embrace. As tears welled up in his eyes, Benny wished he had never wandered so far from home. Just then, Benny heard a soft rustling in the bushes nearby. He looked up, and to his surprise, a friendly face appeared. It was Oliver, the wise old owl who lived high up in the trees. Oliver had watched Benny from afar and knew the little bear was lost. "Hello there, little one," Oliver hooted gently, flying down to sit beside Benny. "Why are you all alone in this part of the forest?" Benny sniffled and wiped his eyes. "I was chasing a butterfly and now I'm lost. I don't know how to get home." Oliver nodded understandingly. "The forest can be tricky if you don't know your way. But don't worry, Benny. You're not alone. We'll help you find your way back." At that moment, a rustling sound came from the underbrush, and out popped Lily, the playful rabbit, with her long ears twitching. She had heard Benny and Oliver talking and hopped over to see what was happening. "Did someone say they're lost?" Lily asked, her nose wiggling. "I know all the best paths in the forest. I can help too." Just then, a gentle voice called out from above. It was Fiona, the graceful deer, stepping delicately through the trees. "I know the forest trails well. Together, we can guide Benny home." The three forest friends, Oliver, Lily, and Fiona, gathered around Benny, each offering their help. Benny felt his fear melt away, replaced by the warmth of their kindness. With his new friends by his side, he didn't feel so lost anymore. As they began their journey through the forest, Oliver flew above, guiding them with his keen eyes. Lily hopped ahead, finding the clearest paths, while Fiona stayed close to Benny, making sure he felt safe. Along the way, they encountered more forest friends who offered help. Benny and his friends came across Sammy the squirrel, who scurried down from his tree with a nut in his paws. "You're heading in the right direction," Sammy chattered. "Just follow the sound of the river and you'll be closer to home." Further along, they met Rosie, the cheerful bluebird, who flew alongside Oliver. "I'll sing a song to keep your spirits high," Rosie chirped, and soon the forest was filled with her sweet melody. With each step, Benny felt more confident. The forest no longer seemed so big and scary, but rather a place filled with friends who cared for him. As they walked, Benny realized that even though he had been lost, he had discovered something wonderful: the kindness of others. Finally, as the sun began to set, casting a golden glow over the trees, Benny spotted a familiar clearing up ahead. His heart leaped with joy. It was the path that led to his home. With a happy roar, Benny ran ahead, his little legs carrying him as fast as they could. His mom, who had been worriedly searching for him, was waiting at the entrance of their den. When she saw Benny, she rushed to him, wrapping him in a warm, bear hug. "Oh, Benny, I was so worried about you," she said, her voice full of relief. Benny smiled up at his mom, feeling safe and loved. "I got lost, but my new friends helped me find my way back." Oliver, Lily, Fiona, and all the forest friends gathered nearby, watching the happy reunion. Benny's mom looked at them with gratitude. "Thank you all for bringing my little bear home." As the night fell, the forest friends said their goodbyes, each returning to their homes. Benny snuggled into his soft bed, feeling grateful for the adventure and the new friends he had made. Before he drifted off to sleep, he whispered to himself, "I may have been lost, but I found something even more special, a family of friends." And from that day on, Benny knew that no matter where he went in the forest, he would always have friends to help him find his way home.